digging me. Hey. Hey, how you doing? Latrice. Yo. How you doing? How you doing? All the people that are coming in, how are you doing? Welcome. Welcome to all of my beautiful people. Kim, hello. How are you? How are you? Basic Mom, how are you? Rochelle, how are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to all my beautiful folks. Welcome. Angela, hey. T Lazy, how you doing? How you doing? Sherby, hey. All of these beautiful people up in here, how are y'all doing? How are you doing? We're going to have us a little conversation up in here today. Liddy's World, hey, how you doing? How you doing? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Priscilla, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Y'all come on in if you don't mind hitting that like button on your way in the building. Come on, basic mom. Don't call me. Don't call me with no boo late today. We still on that. How y'all doing? Don't call me with that boo late today. Don't call me. We're going to have a little conversation up in here. Y'all have to excuse my wheel and stuff, being all up in here, but I need to make sure I can get access. Hey, Latanya, how you doing? Without having to reach way over there. So, Lala, hey, how you doing? So we're going to have a little conversation today, right? And I'm cruising, traveling across these state lines here. So I wanted you guys to, let's have a little conversation. Let's have a little dialect, a little discussion on this journey here. So earlier, I posted something about Dolly, right? Y'all know Dolly. Working 9 to 5, that Dolly. And I thought that the comments, they were very interested on that video. I actually appreciated the comments that were on that video. Latrice, I told you. I told you that destruction is real. The minute I go live, and that's the reason why I don't do my notifications well in advance for the live, because the little monsters are going to come out, and before they even know what the title is, they give it a thumbs down. Oh no, there she goes. They hit that thumbs down real quick, like, okay. So it's expected. Like I wait for them. Wait for it. And before anybody gets started, because I know somebody's gonna have me all up on their video. Listen, this is not my face shining. This is literally the sun blessing my face right now. That's why y'all see my eyes like this, because I can barely see right now. So y'all gonna have to take this glistening right now. Hallelujah. Y'all gonna have to take this glistening because it's a blessing. Yes. So yeah, they don't want me speaking to nobody. They don't want me speaking to nobody. But hey y'all. So, I did this thing on Dolly earlier today, and I got to put my glasses back on because this sun is disrespectful. Did the thing on Dolly or whatever, and I looked at the comments, and there were some very good comments up there. One that I like, in particular, I think it was from Hot Girl Summer, if I'm not mistaken. Hot Girl, if you're on here, hey. And shout out to all the beautiful certified dimes on here. I forgot to acknowledge you, beautiful people. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. But she said that she was upset with herself because she had prejudged. She had all these prejudgments that she had made about Dolly Parton in advance, basically because of her being from the Deep South and what a lot of people from the Deep South, you know, the ignorant ones, how they tend to act and the things that they tend to believe. And it really did struck a nerve with me in a good way, because that's the reason that you put information out there. Pooh, how you doing? How you doing? That's the reason that you put information out there, so that people can learn something, so that we can learn from each other, right? So just putting that out there, and Dolly Parton went for it, y'all. She always been a little snappy with her little phrases or whatever, but Dolly was like, listen. Dolly was like, listen, Linda, listen. Don't be coming at me talking about no do Black Lives Matter. Like, what the flip you thought? You know? Bird, hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If everyone could welcome Bird to the chat. Welcome, welcome. But Dolly was like, let me tell you something. I ain't on that buffet. She said, of course they matter. What kind of mess you on? You know what I'm saying? Dolly was like, are you on dope or dog food over here? Why wouldn't they matter? Dolly said, y'all think our little, I'ma say that. Well, Dolly said, y'all think our little white behind's the only one that matter? I was like, wait a minute, Dolly, hold on. You ain't supposed to be talking like that. You know what I'm saying? But Dolly put it all on the line. And it had me thinking. Because I'm like, you know what? What I have been seeing lately, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Y'all might not like what I'm about to say. I just ask that y'all just, you know, we can agree to disagree. And we'll all love each other in the morning. That's all I'm going to say. But, and this day and time right now, it's sad to me that it seems like other people are coming out for us and showing support, or just as much support, if not more support, of us than we are for our own selves. You see what I'm saying? You got all these people that are willing to step up and say stuff for us. You got all these people that are coming out and trying to join and help us fight things. You got some of these people that have been going through this thing that Dolly mentioned the other night. It's called innocent ignorance. And the thing that I'm glad you brought that up, because I'm like, if someone was an outsider looking in and all they saw, the only representation that they had of us is what they saw in these YouTube streets. Not just YouTube streets, but particularly the black YouTube streets. Then that impression, that first impression that they had of us would be a beast. Because it's like, when it's time for us to come together as a whole, we just can't get right. We can't get right. So this is why this is entitled "The Destruction is Real." So my thing is, it's easy to go and do something that is going to bring your brother or your sister down. It's easy to go. Woman of God, hey, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, Dime. Welcome. It's easy to go and try to discredit somebody. It's easy to go and laugh at somebody's downfall. And when I say somebody, I'm talking about people that look like us, different shades, different variations, but all the same. So when I see folks talking about justice and fighting injustices and fighting different things of the sort, I'm like, and I'm asking the question, who exactly are you fighting? Who are you fighting? Because justice is about doing things in a just manner, and I've said this before, doing things in a just manner, being equal, you know, trying to make sure that everybody gets the same treatment, fair treatment. And I'm asking again, who are you fighting? Because whoever this fight is supposed to be against, whoever would be considered the opposition, I can't tell the difference. I can't tell the difference. It's like the line is so blurred. The line has become so blurred that it's gotten a lot of people are confused, and they don't know which way to turn. They don't know who they need to talk to, who should they talk to, who shouldn't they talk to. Should they turn? Should they run away? Do they need to go hide under a blanket somewhere? Like, they don't know what to do because of all the mayhem and confusion that is being brought about by our own people. The destruction is real. It's real. Now, just on a day to day, you know, just on a day to day, people mocking, lying, ridicule, biased, hateful, deceitful, just lack of couth, no type of moral fortitude. As a matter of fact, just piss poor morally. This is the thing that I am seeing from a lot of the people that I usually call my folks. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it does not happen with other people. Tina, how you doing, lady? But I'm talking to my people right now. I'm talking to my people. Now, if you are one of those people that want to be selectively black, African American, colored, whatever you call yourself, if you're one of those people that are selective with it, then this conversation is probably not for you. Because this is for the people that know who they are 24/7, 365. You heard me? I just lost one. That's what I'm talking about. If this don't apply to you, how is it okay? Hey, Tori, how you doing, lady? How is it okay? How is it okay to sit there and totally come after each? I mean, totally. And when I say come after, I'm just gonna say this. And I don't want any names mentioned in my chat because I am not addressing anyone in particular. I mean, the chat, y'all can talk to each other, but I'm not addressing anybody in particular. I'm talking to my people as a whole. So when I see people who get their rocks off, hey, Pico, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, yeah, wait a minute now. Hold up. I see my folks mentioned up in here. Oh, dog. Pico, you going to erase the darn comment? You talking about WG? I'm trying to read. W.E.B. Du Bois. What we talking about up in here? Butterfly and say, how you doing? How you doing? Miss Fat. What is going on? What is going on? Chico, bring that back, because I can always look to you for some, some good conversation over there. But it's one of those things, like, where does it stop? And why are we so quick to call out when people, y'all ain't gonna like this, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. Why are we so quick to call out when people of Aries, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I see a dime up in here. When people of other races are coming after us, but we can't check our own race. Jersey girl, hey, how you doing? We can't check our own race. And the minute we go and try to check our own people, then it's a mother flipping problem. When we try to go and check our own people, then we have to go and we got to fight this whole just gang of Angela, how you doing? This gang of, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a flock. It's a flock of something, of people that don't want us to get right. So here's my thing. If you are my sister, or if you are my brother, and I don't mean by blood, I'm saying it simply because we are sister and brother in this thing. If you are my sister or my brother, then I am not going to stand there. Kay Nicole, hey, how you doing, lady? I'm not going to stand there and watch you self-destruct. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit there and watch you self-destruct. If I see you doing something and I see you going down a path of destruction as my sister or my brother, I'm going to give you that little tap on the shoulder. Bruh, sis, like you might want to fall back a little bit. You might want to do things a little bit different because this is not a good look for us. You know? Bruh, sis, right, butterfly, that you get called a coon, or labeled a coon. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all now, you can call me a coon, a raccoon, a coon. I don't care what. You can come up with different variations of the word. But at the end of the day, if we don't check ourselves, then we leave ourselves open to scrutiny. We leave ourselves open to people coming up with their own interpretations of who we are. And some of those interpretations, like, we give them the ammunition. If it's negative, if what we are giving off is negative, then what do you expect people to think? Hey, dog, that's why I live in the weeds of these YouTube streets. Hey, beauty is me. And it's sad. I know, beauty is me. What you're saying right there. This is why a lot of people won't come out and say stuff. Number one, you got people stalking chat and people screenshotting and going and telling, well, I saw this person talking to this person. I saw this person saying this. Don't fool with them because they were over there the other day. And people can't even be who they are because the people who are supposed to have their backs, the people who they are there to support, because if you come on somebody's channel, you're on my channel right now. Even if you don't like me, you coming on my channel, that's supporting me. Whether you don't like a darn thing that I say. Now, on our end, we have to get to the point where we have to show people that we appreciate what they're doing because you don't have to take the time to come and sit down. You don't have to take the time to come in the chat and say, hey, how you doing? You don't have to take the time to sit there and be cordial with other people and take advantage of this international networking opportunity. You don't have to do that. You don't have to sit there and watch our videos and get us to the point where that video can start monetizing. You don't have to do that. And the thing is, hey, Brenda, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You don't have to do that. And a lot of us, we get so caught up in us that we forget that it took all of us to help us where we're at right now. Whatever you did, I don't care what nobody told you. You didn't do it by yourself. If you telling yourself that you did it by yourself, then you are a bald-faced lie and the truth ain't in you. You didn't do nothing by yourself when it comes to these streets. Yes, you may put content on your channel, but as far as your channel elevating, as far as whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, you did not do these things by yourself. You didn't. You did not. And it's the people that are sitting there trying to offer their support that usually get the raw end of the deal. Now, don't get me wrong. It's also some of those same people. It's also some of those same people that like to keep negativity going. It's also some of those same people that will carry and bring the bone. It's some of those same people as well. So don't think I got it twisted. But at the end of the day, somebody has to make an executive darn decision, period. Somebody got to make an executive decision and say, listen, we are tired of the BS. Regardless of who you stand or don't stand for, it's time as us, as a people, to put the bouffalet to the side ever. Because at some point in our lives, if you haven't been through something, like the old folks say, if you've never had any rain in your life, wait a while. Just wait a while, because it's coming. It is coming. So at the end of the day, you want to make sure, thank you, Pico, you want to make sure that you're doing things in a manner that if you find yourself having to fight this good fight, whatever that fight may be. Thank you, Aries. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Miss D, how you doing? How you doing, lady? Whatever that fight may be, you want to carry yourself in a way that you don't have to ask anybody for assistance. People would feel like they have no other choice but to stand behind you, but to support you. But the way that we are carrying on, and I'm saying we, because I'm not eliminating myself from this, because people done pull me, and I done had to finally come out and say, listen, I ain't your child. I ain't the one for you to be playing with. But I also understand that I can only go so far with that, and I can't keep beating a dead horse. Because you knew, if you did something, you knew that what you were doing was disrespectful from the beginning. Nobody had to tell you that. If you were trying to come after somebody in a negative way, you knew that what you were doing was negative from the beginning. If you were trying to gut punch somebody with something, you knew exactly what type of weapon you were trying to use and exactly what your target was. We got to stop playing around with this stuff. We got to stop playing around with this stuff and stop acting like we backing our people when we don't give a flip about anybody except ourselves. Some of us, not all of us. But when I see people like calling people kings and queens, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, if you don't shut that royal mess up, because you don't mean you. Listen, I done got a headache up in here. Listen, if you're saying that your people are kings or queens, check me on this one. I'm a queen, or that man is a king, whether you like them or not. Okay? Now, because y'all not cool, that person not a queen, that person not a king anymore, that makes you a hypocrite. That makes you a hypocrite. But yeah, we're quick to go and talk about all of the things that other people are doing, the stuff that the man is doing, and we're not handling business on our own end. We're not sweeping around our own front door. We're too busy trying to see what kind of broom somebody else got. Is that a straw broom? Is that a push broom? We got to handle business at home. We have to handle business at home. And this is why I said whenever people try to send me certain information about stuff, don't send me that mess. That's where that song came from. Don't call me. Don't send me that mess. Because if you're not giving me something that's trying to uplift somebody, I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't. I really don't. We have been blessed with certain platforms in order to put certain messages out. You can take that blessing and you can choose to use it for good, or you can use it for, I don't even want to say evil, but it is what it is. You dictate what you're using that weapon for. And at the end of the day, nobody has to go and browbeat you. Nobody has to do anything, because we all are going to be held accountable for whatever we do. But when it comes to our people, I am just sick and tired of folks having so much to say and people acting like they are claiming to have walked this, righteous and justice fight, and you sit around and you go along with foolishness. You go along with people just being degrading towards other people. People just having no respect at all. And then have the unmitigated gall to come after somebody else and try to tell them what they need to do to try to stop some of the stuff that's going on. Listen. If you grown enough to sit there and type some stuff in the chat, then you grown enough to tell somebody that you don't like something and you can tell them to stop. Now it's up to them whether or not they listen, but at least you've done your part. So I'm going to say to my folks, if this doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. But I'm going to say to my folks, the ones that do, stop depending on other people to handle your business. Stop depending on other people to do stuff for you. We at times just get so dependent upon other people to do stuff for us that we cripple ourselves. Like we don't have the skills that we need to get stuff done. We came out the womb with skills. Know that. But all this back and forth, and I got to one up you, and I got to show people that you this, and that. Listen, you are not doing it. That is not elevating you. It might elevate you amongst a bunch of fools. But in the places where you need to be elevated, it's not helping you elevate your people. It's not helping you empower your people. And if your goal is not to empower your people, then what are you here for? It can't just be about money. Money comes and goes. Just as quick as you got it, the people that are really about it, the people that are really about this money thing, just as quick as you got that money, just as anxious as you were to get it, you're just as anxious to give it up. You can't hold still because that money is burning a hole in your pocket. You did all these types of things, good, bad, or indifferent, to get that money. And the minute that you get that money, after you slaved, after you begged, stolen, borrowed, whatever to get that money, you love it so much that you can't wait to give it away to somebody else. To go buy something to impress somebody. To go and say, oh, I got this, I got that. Y'all, come on. Come on. I remember when I first came on, and it was somebody having some conversations about, oh, well, you still wear such and such? Nobody wears that. Well, you know what? I don't know nobody. And I don't care about meeting nobody because nobody doesn't do anything for me. But me as a person of color, I understand that we have this generational thing, and it's oh, my goodness. We've let people trick us into believing that unless we wear a certain thing, unless we talk a certain way, unless we drive a certain thing, then we're not about that life. You understand? This girl right here, this woman, me, I would say it's nice if you get something, that you like or something, to have a goal to work towards something. But if you spend your whole life being a labor whore, and I said it, a labor whore, then you're going to find yourself. You're going to find yourself broke a lot of days because you are not investing in the right thing. Now, the thing that I had on in that particular day, hey, Langston, how you doing? On that particular day and some other days, it was still something that was name brand. But for me, it's not the name brand because I was taught a long time ago that you don't buy because of the name, you buy because of the quality. And that's what I choose to do. Whenever I buy my clothes, they have a birth date. I don't know if anybody has ever checked that out inside their clothes. They have a birth date. And I can hold on to my clothes. Lord forbid, gains a way to lose some weight and I have to go and do something different. But I buy quality so that I won't have to go and get something in the moment that I wash it, I can no longer wear it. That I can no longer wear it. That's not how stuff's supposed to be, y'all. That's not how stuff is supposed to be. You got to get your priorities together. You got to get your priorities together. It's not okay. It is not okay for us to stand around and watch our people perish. Our people perish due to a lack of what? And we stand around and we just watch it. We dap it up. We'll put money towards it. Y'all know what I'm saying? We'll throw a little cash out. We'll throw a little, what you call the thing, little super chat. Like, we'll throw all this stuff at it. And not one time go and say, look, I didn't really agree with what you were saying right then, or when you said such and such about this person, or when you did such and such towards this person, like I wasn't really feeling that. I feel like you could try something different. Like we're too scared. We got people on here that got us so scared because we don't want them to come after us, publicly. So when we talk about intimidation and things of that nature, these things, that is a form of intimidation. I'm going to do things because I know that you don't want to carry that load and you don't want your name out there like that. So I'm going to say these things because just based on the type of people that you seem to be, you don't want that smoke and you don't want that negative attention on you. So I'm going to do this knowing that you're not going to risk whatever you may have going on. That is a form of intimidation in itself. And that is not showing support for your people. It's not. It is not. And at the end of the day, if that's what you support, then, you got to do a self-check. You got to do a self-evaluation and ask yourself, what do you stand for? Do you stand for anything? Do you? Do you stand for anything? The stuff that we see going on amongst our people, the stuff that we are doing to each other, would you be okay with somebody doing that stuff to your child? Would you be okay with that? To your sister, to your brother, to your spouse, to your mom, to your dad, your grandparents, auntie, uncle. Would you be okay with someone doing the same thing that you're sitting here and applauding and liking and giving thumbs up? Would you be okay if those same things were done to someone that was close to you? Exactly, Langston. Of course not. So if it's not okay when it comes to you, then why is it okay when it doesn't pertain to you? See, that's where we get the game all messed up. A lot of stuff we don't care about as long as it's not happening to us. And when I say that, when it comes to justice, when it comes to equality, when it comes to things like that, we don't care. We don't care. And this is the exact reason why I was telling for don't do that. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Don't do that. Because we're playing this selection game. We're definitely playing the selection game. And I'm just sitting here and I'm watching. Now, I'm not going to get into anybody's name on here, but I'm watching some political stuff go on. I don't care who you subscribe to, what party you subscribe to. None of that stuff matters to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell anybody what particular party that I subscribe to. I subscribe to whoever going to do the right darn thing, period. But to see our people, oh boy, y'all ain't going to like this. To see our people sitting up here and going back and forth with folks trying to say whether or not somebody is black enough. Like, really? Really? This what we doing now? Like, you got to pick a battle. This what we doing now? You got to pick a battle. But we tend to know everything about everything, and it's us. We do this to ourselves. We do anyone to acknowledge those things. Hey, Ed, how you doing? How you doing? We don't want anybody to acknowledge those things. We don't want anybody calling that out. How dare you call me out? How dare you? Why are you calling me out? You need to be calling out that person over there that's of a different persuasion. No, I'm going to call you out because I got a responsibility to my people. My responsibility is not to that person over there. My responsibility is to my people, and then it's to everybody else. Come on. If you're dealing with somebody, if you call somebody a friend, a crony, whatever relationship you have, an associate, whatever it is, if you're with someone and you can't call them out when they're doing something that you think is not of them or doesn't represent what they claim to stand for, if you can't call them out, even if y'all have a spat, if you can't call them out, then that is not your friend. That's somebody you kick it with. That ain't even an associate. That's him or her. That's the name. Don't even give it a relationship. That's him or her. Who is that? Her. That's it. Who is that? Oh, that's him. That is it. Because you're being with somebody that can't be real with you, and obviously you can't be real with them. I mean, so why even waste the time and the energy of trying to attempt to even call it a relationship? Hey, Wish, how you doing? Why even waste the time? Why? Our people. Listen, I am seeing people going after people's jobs. I've seen people go after people's kids. My third time trying to send a message. Okay, let's start again. This is my first time talking to Aries, I see you. I see you. Um, we got people doing like all this stuff to their own people, but yet when you got somebody in, let's just say a system, you got somebody in the system and they're doing it over here to some people that you don't even know, you're calling foul on that, and you want somebody to jump up and say something and speak for the people when you watching your own people do it to other people and you won't say a darn thing. You won't say a darn thing at all. So let's be real on something. Let's be real. I don't care what people go back and say about me after this. All this talking about people's IPs and getting into people's accounts and all this stuff. Listen, people can kiki and cock out with you all day. They can throw all the threats up that they want to. They can, participate in all types of hyperboles and innuendos. At the end of the day, that is a crime. Okay? It's a crime. Period. Period. It's a crime. Don't let nobody fool you. It is a crime. So all this extra buffale, it needs to stop. It needs to stop. And if you are participating in it, I don't care what nobody tells you. I don't care who people tell you they rock with. I'm telling you what I know. I don't care how many people smile in your face. They may smile at you now while they let you hang yourself. It is a crime. Period. But go off though. Go off. Go ahead, go off. Sometimes you just gotta let folks be great. As long as you try to throw something in, like, I don't think that's a good idea, or it's not a good idea to be putting this out. It's not a good idea to be doing this. It's not a good idea to be doing that. And if you don't agree with the stuff that's going on, you need to move away from it, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because there's nothing cute about it. There's nothing cool about it. There is nothing. Oh my God. Y'all, we don't need anybody from the outside doing anything to us because we do enough to our darn selves. Facts. We do enough to our darn selves. We don't need nobody else doing nothing. We got that handled. True story. We got that handled. For real, for real. We got our own civil war going on right now. The question is, at the end of the day, who's going to come out on top? But if you don't know anything else, then please remember that if you are not a part of the solution, then you are a part of the problem. And I'm going to take it a little bit further. If you're not a part of the solution, then maybe you are the problem. Maybe, just maybe, you are the problem. The destruction is real. It is real. It's real. Never in my life have I seen my people come after each other the way that I have seen in this last year, a little over a year now. I have never seen it before in my life. And when I say that it is disheartening, it is disheartening. And to see people really, I mean, they get excited with this stuff. The more a person is hurt, the more they feed into it. Shoot, the more money they put towards it. This is sad. This is sad. It's all you can do is like, you know. But this is what the people want. This is what they want. This is what they want. I have never been in a situation, out of all the things that I have seen, out of all the things that I have seen, I have never seen my people be so manipulated by one of their own. See, that manipulation is part of the destruction, and it is real. It's real. Oh my. We we celebrate each other's downfall. I mean, go and have a whole party, you know, with a DJ and everything. We celebrate. We celebrate. We celebrate. What's wrong with that picture? I've had this gentleman. I want to say his name is Michael Nice or Michael Knight, Nice or whatever his name is. I tried to find his name on here before, but it never fails. This same person, I mentioned it before, and then I have a woman that seems to follow suit. That whenever something is said, they try to find a reason to throw up in there, like there's something like somebody's gonna hurt you, or you better watch yourself before this happens, or and it's not in a way that is trying to really help me, like saying be careful. No, it's in a way that's threatening. And you think you helping your people? Again, the fact that you are even wishing that type of stuff on somebody that looks like you think you're doing a good deed? And for this man that feels the need to keep throwing stuff out there, and you're not hurting my feelings, but it lets me know that when it comes to women, either, either you lacking or you ain't packing. One or the other. Now you can take that however you want to take it and spend it however you want to spend it. But there's something about you that ain't quite right. For you to constantly feel like you need to remind people, like if it wasn't for you, like if we didn't have you around, that we would not be able to function. That's something else that I see in these streets, because the truth of the matter is, if you were handling your business at home or wherever the case may be, if you were handling your business and you were not insufficient in the lacking or packing area, then you would not have time to worry about what I have going on, what these other ladies on YouTube have going on, what these other men on YouTube, social media, anywhere. You don't have time to worry about what other people have going on because you taking care of things in your department. But you so busy crossing into other lanes. So that's a clear indication that you are lacking and your account has insufficient funds. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. A person that handles their responsibilities, they don't have to be rich, but a person that handles their responsibilities and knows how to manage their responsibilities carefully, they don't have to keep going and checking the bank and worrying about what's in somebody else's pocket and counting the money in somebody else's pocket. They don't have to keep going and checking their account to make sure that they're not overdrawn. See, that's what I mean when I say insufficient. You are lacking in a particular area. And because you are lacking, you have to go and transfer whatever frustrations you have from your lack of, you have to go and transfer that on to someone else, particularly a female. Now, I don't know if you got woman issues or mama issues, but either way, destruction. Destruction. We have so many women right now. I don't care if you like me or not, but we have so many women right now that are putting everything on the line to stand up for our men. Regardless of who the men are, we have people that are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into standing up to support our men. And some of these men, if this don't apply to you, then don't take it personal. But some of these same men are the men that will go and slap these women in the face. Some of these same men are the same ones that'll go and call these women everything but a child of God. But these are also the same women that will sit there and follow somebody that does this type of BS. And then when it happens to them, now they're feeling some type of way. Remember, I told you some people are not worried about stuff until it hits close to home. Well, the thing is, if you're dealing with someone that is disrespectful, someone that has no empathy, somebody that has little to no regard for people in general, again, like that song says, if you haven't had any rain in your life, wait a while, because your time hasn't come today, but trust me, it will come, sisters. Because a disrespectful person can't help but be disrespectful. You can only wear a mask for so long. So I'm going to say, on the women's side, we have to be careful about who and what we are submitting to. Y'all better be careful with that submission word. You better know what and who you are submitting to. For my man, Lord knows I love you. But you got to demand that somebody put some respect on your name. And if you want the women to continue to back you in these fights out here, then darn it, we're going to need you to stand up and back the darn women. Back those women. Don't sit there and let somebody talk to them any kind of way and you just sit there chilling. It's not okay. It's not okay. And I say this again. It's not okay for a woman to do it. Don't get me wrong. But at this particular time, if you go through this chat right now, you go through any one of those chats, 80 to 85% of the people in those chats are female. Now, somebody touched on this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it one more time. I'm going to say it. My mama told me, tell the truth and shame the devil. Listen, and this is no, listen, it is the women that are on the front lines of this stuff. It has always been, and I am not a feminist. I got to keep saying this. I don't need nobody calling me a feminist because I love everybody the same, but the truth is welcome. It's not the women that everybody is going and donating all this money to. We ain't asking for it. We ain't asking for it. It doesn't matter how much money we put into the fight. We are not the ones sitting up here asking for it. But we are some of the ones that are, oh, Lord, we are carrying. We are, man, listen. Come on now. We are no longer in the place where this person stands in front of this one. We are trying to stand with you and beside you. Understand that. And if you get knocked down, then we still standing there ready to carry that torch. But you can't do that. You can't pick that torch up. You can't let that torch be passed on to your hands if the person that you are fighting with constantly has their foot on your neck. You can't do that. It's bad enough that a man has to worry about somebody else having their foot on his neck. But then you can't turn around and because something's being done to you, then you put your foot on the neck of the very people that have your back. Destruction. Destruction. But I'm sorry about that, y'all. My phone was ringing. My phone was ringing. I'm sorry. Us as women, listen. I'm going to say this again. Y'all can agree, disagree, whatever. I love y'all the same. Listen. If we don't show that we respect ourselves and each other, then why do we feel like other people are going to jump to do it? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not knocking what anybody else is doing. This is me speaking on what I feel. If I walk around and I call myself a B, if I walk around and I'm calling myself all types of hoes and everything else, does it make sense for me to get mad if somebody else call me that? If you feel that way about yourself, then of course it's not going to bother you if somebody else gets called that, if that's how you refer to yourself. And that's your thing. Don't get me wrong. If you like it, I love it. But at the end of the day, we have to demand better. And when I say we, I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about we as a people. We have to demand better. We have to. That's one thing you never gonna catch me calling myself. Not today. It ain't happening, Captain. And if you call me that, you're not gonna hurt my feelings either because I know who I am. And if you don't know who I am by the time we finish talking, you will know. Now you can either accept it or don't accept it, but the truth stands. It is what it is. But it's like, hey Michelle, how you doing? It's like we have all these people that are very articulate. We have all these people that can really put some stuff down. And to me, And that's what I tell the young people when I'm talking to them. If all you can do is go and curse out everybody, then what you're telling me, and this ain't towards nobody, I'm telling you what I tell the youth. What you're telling me is that there is a hint of ignorance there. I'm not calling anybody ignorant. I'm saying there is a hint of ignorance there. At least that's how it comes across to me. Because you're not going to impress me with a curse word. You're going to impress me with the words that you use to substitute those curse words. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to get under my skin, then hit me with some intelligent conversation. You probably be a P and all these other things. That just had like you can't do no better than that. That's the best thing you can come up with. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. The same reason why I don't have to curse anybody else to get my point across. I don't have to go and curse you out. Because I'm telling you, by the time I finish talking to you, you would have rather. Your preference would be, Dag, I wish you would have cursed me out. Not because I'm smarter than anybody, but I know the only way that you're going to hear me is if I actually give you some real words. That's it. That is it. That's it. That's all. That's it. I'm hoping that there is something that happens. We want to talk about a movement. I'm hoping that there is something that happens to spark a movement and get us to the place where we refuse to be disrespected by anybody, and that includes our very own people. Because sometimes it is our very own that will do more damage to us than anybody else. Sometimes it's your own people. This is what I'm on. And this is the reason why I chose to post that video showing what Dolly Parton had to say. Because it's just a weird thing. It's a weird thing when we got other people that are willing to say stuff and like vouch for us, and we won't do that for each other. No, we're too busy worried about whether or not somebody got more than what we got. That crab pot mentality is real. Oh, this person got more viewers than I got. Oh, I can't rock with them. Oh, this person got more subscribers than I got. Oh, I can't rock with them. Oh, this person does stuff this type of way. I can't rock with them. Oh, this person has this over here and this over here. Oh, I can't rock with them. Come on. Come on. It's the same thing that happens in the business world. It's the same thing that happens in corporate America. It's the same thing that happens in the darn government. We have so many people in place. We have so many things that we could be doing, but because we're too busy trying to keep somebody else from elevating higher than where we think we are, then we do everything in our power to not only knock them down, but we will hold them by the darn ankle to make sure that they don't go anywhere, not realizing that as long as you are under me holding my ankle, then you will forever be under me holding my ankle. You can't get past me if you're standing under me trying to hold me down. You should shoot for higher. How can you get anything else done when you're using both of your hands to hold me? I don't think any of us are octopuses running around here with 8 arms. So how are you going to get to your highest level when you too busy using both of your limbs to hold me down, to hold your brother down, or the person that you call your brother, to hold your sister down, or the person that you call sis when it's convenient? I'm just saying, how are you ever going to flourish or advance in life when you too busy worried about what the next person has going on? When you're too busy trying to be so perfect that you will not let somebody give you constructive out up and through these darn streets, and they're not going to be able to even do what they need to do because you don't put their name out there. How you going to move forward? I ain't never seen a man that's been successful driving forward when he constantly looking back. When I'm driving this car, if I got my head turned back that way, I'm not doing anything but crashing. I'm destined to crash because I'm too busy looking back to see what everybody else got. If it's for me, it's going to either be in front of me or it's going to be sitting beside me or it's going to be in my lap right now if it's mine. I can't worry about what they got going on back there. I can't worry about that. All I can do is use this rear view mirror and this front windshield. This rear view mirror helps me. It's a reminder of what's behind me, a reminder of mistakes I may have made, a reminder of the experiences that I have gone through. It's just a reminder so that I will know which way I need to go. And all I got to do is just glimpse at it real quick. I can't ride staring in that rear view mirror the whole time. But this front windshield, this front windshield though, that front windshield life, I don't see nothing but air and opportunity. That's all I see. I'm looking out right now at everything that could be mine if I want it. Everything that could be mine even if I don't want it. I'm looking at my dreams. I'm looking at my aspirations. I'm looking at everything that I have ever aspired to be when I'm looking at this front windshield. Shoot, I can even glance to the side. Oh, I like that over there. I might want to try that. Oh. I look at the vehicles that are in front of me, even on this road. I'm looking at the fact that even though we are all riding on this road, this is not a race. All of us are trying to get to a particular destination. None of us are going to the same place. We are not going to the same destination. We are not trying to get there at the same time. But we all have the same goal at this point, and that is to get where we aspire to be. Period. That's it. Everybody going in different forms. Everybody has a different vehicle. Everybody's vehicle, different colors. Everybody has different cylinders. Everybody has different engines. Everything is different. It doesn't matter if it's the same two vehicles. No two vehicles are the same. This is the way stuff runs in life. So we are always on a never-ending journey. If we remember that, if we remember that it does us no good and it's self-defeating to go and try to hold our brother or our sister back from greatness, if we remember that holding them back from greatness is ultimately blocking our blessings because the right person, whenever they get to that moment of greatness, they're not trying to be there alone. The right person is reaching back, and they're trying to pull everybody along with them that they can. The people that they feel are going to take advantage of a situation, they're trying to bring those people up with them. But no, not our folks. Not our folks. I be darn it. No, we ain't trying to do that. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. You're going to have to work just like I work. You better figure it out. I ain't giving you this. Nobody gave it to me. I'm not showing you how to do this so you can go and get more subscribers than I got. I'm not doing that. I'm not showing you how to monetize your channel because I don't want you making more money than me on these YouTube streets. Get the flip out of here with all that boufale. Let me tell you how YouTube works. And I always try to give y'all just little tidbits about how some of this stuff works on YouTube. If you ever look for the people that take the time to take the classes and stuff that YouTube has, the little classes, the little video classes, one of the things YouTube pushes is for you to get with other bloggers. That's right, Michelle and Hattie. And y'all can build off each other. Now, contrary to what people say in these streets, that they built this channel and that they built that channel, they are telling you a bald-faced lie. Because what this boils down to in the end is that we build each other's channels. And if anybody tells you any different, they'll lie again and the truth ain't in them. Okay? Anytime you got another blogger that is mentioning another blogger's name, they're helping to build that channel. Anytime you have a blogger that comes on another blogger's channel and people are exposed to this other blogger, you're helping to build that channel. This stuff works both ways. It's a never-ending street. Never. And unless you're just somebody that isolates themselves completely, don't talk to nobody, don't watch nobody else, don't do nothing, then you are sitting up here and you're perpetrating a fraud. I'm telling you, because you got people thinking that you're doing stuff by yourself and you have not done anything alone if it's on social media, hence the word social. Now, you may have used your skills to help build upon what you already have, but you for darn sure didn't create it yourself. You did. But that's what our folks like to do. A lot of them anyway, not all of them, but y'all know a lot of them got to sit here and show everybody what they did and, discrediting folks again, and it's just a bunch of mess. It's a bunch of mess. It's a bunch of mess. It's a bunch of mess. It just is. But again, that's why I say the destruction is real. It's real. I have been at a place where I could help other people get certain types of employment, right? And when I talk to people and I say, well, why didn't you do such and such? Or did you look here? Did you talk to this person? Oh, well, they told me that I couldn't do such and such. And I'm already picturing the person that told them that. And I'm already, like, I overstand the reason that they told them that. It's because they don't want them to get in that lane. They want to be the only one that does that type of thing, or the only one that they want to make you think they're the only one that can do that type of thing, because they don't want to see you advance. They don't want to see you excel. I don't care how happy they are for you. And that's what I tell a lot of my clients. If you ever want to know how a person feels about you, give them some good news about yourself and watch their facial expression. See, this is something you got to do in person. Give them some good news about yourself. Tell them something good that happened to you, and watch their facial expression and the reaction that you get from them all. If they're not as excited as you are about whatever you've been blessed with, you better watch out. Family, friends, co-workers, whoever it is, you need to watch out. You got to watch out. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we got to do better. We got to do better. We hear it all the time, but at some point we got to start believing it. Well, actually, two things. The first thing is that Black Lives Matter. I'm going to say it. If Black Lives Matter, act like it. If you want other people to believe that they matter, act like it. Show them why we matter. If you don't like for people to say all lives matter, that's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other conversation. But if you're going to go around shouting that and putting all wearing these shirts and all this stuff. Ain't nobody trying to see that mess when you sitting up here acting a plum fool. You don't even know if you're mad at yourself. Forget about the other black lives. You acting like your life don't matter. Where they do that at? And the same folks to be quick to go and jump on the video or show up somewhere trying to make sure their face is seen and you want people to believe that Black Lives Matter, and all I see you doing is tearing another black person down. If you can't give me some type of example or something that I can go off of, why am I supposed to believe you? That's just like all these other people that are around here that's telling you something and ain't gave you a darn thing to back it up. Why should I believe you? Okay, you said they matter. Okay, you not showing that they matter, so I'm calling foul on it. I'm calling BS on it. So until you show me that they matter, then I'm going to treat y'all the same way that I see you treating each other. Period. That's it. Y'all calling each other out the names, so I'm going to call you out your name too. Pick which one you want me to call you. Y'all going after people's kids and putting people, family members out there and stuff like that. Well, shoot, I shouldn't care about your family either, because you don't care about the other black folks' families, so why should we care about y'all families? Come on now. We in the make that make sense era, right? Make that make sense. Why should I care about your family if you don't care about your family? Y'all know. It's a bump your family. You know? If all you care about is money, well, shoot, I guess we can both agree on that, because that's all I care about, too. So that's the one thing that we can agree on mutually. Everything else, bump you and your people, because that's what you're showing me. This is just some of the mentalities that you get whenever people see this civil war that's going on amongst us. You can't you can't get up in the pulpit talking all that talk, telling people to unify, and then the minute you walk out the church, you fighting in the backyard. Are you fighting in the darn vestibule of the church? Are you fighting in the kitchen in the church? You can't stand up in that pulpit and tell people all this stuff. Tell them don't smoke, don't do drugs, don't curse, don't do these things. And the minute you get out of church, man, that MF did a mother just going on and on. But you want people to listen to what you have to say and believe what you have to say. And the thing is, with a lot of people right now, they keep saying that people are searching for someone to look up to. People are looking for somebody to look up to. And just like in these YouTube streets, people say, well, how can they believe this and how can they believe that? They see this person doing this, they see this person doing that. It's not that they believe these people. It's that they support that person. It's that they have put so much energy and belief into that person. They want to believe that that person is trying to do the right thing. So whenever something comes up and it doesn't look right, it's not that they don't believe it. It's not that they're that brainwashed. It's that they have put so much faith, so much belief, so much energy into that one thing that it hurts them to say that this person is not who I thought he or she was. It's not about people being brainwashed, y'all. It's not. It's about people that tend to manipulate people, and they know that they can play on people's heartstrings. They know that people, you have to put a lot of energy into supporting people, even if it's a YouTube blogger. You have to get yourself, there are some people that you watch just to watch, but there are some people that you start feeling like you got a relationship with them, even if you never met before in your life. There are some people that you feel like you connect with on a certain level, even if y'all never spoke one word together. There are certain people that you feel spiritually you guys vibe. enough to allow somebody to get in their circle. They were vulnerable enough to let those walls down, only to be disappointed again. So instead of dealing with that disappointment, it's just like somebody that has been physically abused. You tend to start covering up those wounds, and you start packing them. You start packing them. And they're okay as long as they are covered. But the minute something happens and that scab comes off, then you realize how much you've been lied to, how much you've been deceived, how much you have been hurt. Stuff starts to become real then. But the thing of it all is that people want to have somebody that they feel they can trust, period. And someone that is manipulative, they're going to do their best to make sure that you don't trust anyone else but them. Nobody else can tell the truth but them. Nobody else can do anything for you but them. Nobody. You can't deal with anyone else but them. If you're dealing with someone else, it is a matter of betrayal. You understand what I'm saying? It should not be this way. Not when you are dealing with your own people. See, people that have been out in this world, whether it's in a darn warehouse, whether it's working in a factory, whether it's working in corporate America, whether it's working for a 500 company, whatever it is, the government, whatever. You understand just how important networking is. You understand that you just can't go around and be around the people, only the people that think like you. You have to go out. You have to broaden your horizons. You may have to talk to some people that you don't necessarily care for. You may have to deal with some people that you disagree with 100%. But in order for you to move forward, in order for you to strive for something higher, there are some sacrifices that you're going to have to make. But you never sacrifice who you are. That's one compromise that you don't make. That's one that you don't make. So we're looking at situations that people are in, and we're looking at, people that look like us. We look at the sentencing and the different disparities that we have, especially among our people, and we see that a lot of people are seen as being dispensable. You can just throw them away. It's like, it's almost like everybody got a number. You know what I'm saying? You do. Your social security number. Everybody got a number. Well, the thing is, you can't complain about a system that you say sees people like this when you see people like that yourself. Anybody can be thrown away at any moment. You're disposable. Oh, I used you. That's one time. I just needed one-time use. That's it. I got what I needed. You can't complain about other people doing it when you're doing it to your own people. You know? That's one of the things that I learned in these streets. That at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much people smile at you. It doesn't matter how much people say they love you. It doesn't matter. These same people, the minute that you walk away, and it's not that I found out about it on YouTube, I already know. But the minute you walk away, those same people, they are talking about you. They are telling people exactly how they feel. And I don't know what it is about these YouTube streets, but I have seen it. I have heard it. It's something about these YouTube streets and black folks, I'm going to say it, that brings out, ooh, Lord, this little green monster. It has you feeling some type of way about people that you don't know, that you've never met before. It has you hating people. It has you coming after people that you never came in contact with, it has you feeling some type of way and you don't even know why. The next time y'all see some people going back and forth on here, or somebody saying that they don't like somebody, I challenge you to ask them why. What did that person do to you? You don't like this thing over here. What did that thing do to you? I challenge you as adults to ask these people why. And I'm going to tell you, they're going to give you every reason for why it. I just don't like the way they do such and such. No, but what did they do to you? That's what I'm trying to get from you. What did they do to you? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Well, I don't like the fact that they use this word. I don't like the fact that they be telling their viewers this. Okay, I understand that. But what did they do to you? Y'all see where I'm going with this? Oh, they gonna curse you out. They gonna curse you out and they might block you. But whoever said that a blocking wasn't a blessing? Okay? Whoever said that a blocking wasn't a blessing? You don't like this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and you feel like everybody is against you. You don't like all these people, or you don't like all these things. What did they do to you? See, at this point, I don't even care about them getting mad with me about it. I want to know. Oh, you don't like John John? Oh, really? No, John John this, John John that. No, you really don't like John John, do you? But tell me something. What did John John do to you? Man, I just don't like that MF. Okay, okay, but you trying to convince me not to like John John too. So I need to know what John John did to you. Like, what is all this about? Man, I don't know. I don't like the way that MF looks. Okay. Well, help me understand something now. Just give me one reason. Just tell me one thing that John John did to you. I mean, did he talk about your mama? No. Did he steal from you? No. Well, did he talk about your kids? No. Dang. Let me see. Well, did he rob your house? No. Well, I'm confused. What exactly did John John do? I mean, what did he do to you? Man, that he breathing. So let me get this straight. You don't like John John, and you want me to dislike John John just because he breathing. That's it? That's all. Okay. All right, I guess. So let me ask you this then. So if I decide that I still want to chill with John John, because I mean John John didn't do nothing to me. I mean, you don't like him. I don't know why, but you don't like him, and he ain't do nothing to me. So is it okay if I'm just gonna still sit here and unless John John do something to me, I'm gonna rock with John John? I mean, is that gonna be a problem for us? It's gonna be a problem because if I don't like him, you don't like him. Huh? What? What? But they didn't do anything to me. I don't know what I'm not supposed to like them for. I don't think this is what I want. Hmm. Now I got to decide: am I gonna be cordial with John John because he didn't do anything to me, or am I gonna lose this friend that doesn't want me to like John John, who's never done anything to me? Am I making sense? Because if I ain't making sense, y'all just go ahead and let me know now. Just go ahead. Because, I mean, we cruising right now. I'm focused on this road up here, so I might be saying something that don't make sense. Just like the person that's telling you that they don't like somebody that ain't do nothing to them. That don't make sense either. But, hey, again, if they like it, I love it. At some point, y'all, don't you think we get too old to be sitting up here saying that we don't like somebody? I mean, for real. I don't like you anyway. Mm-mm. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. That sounds like some sandbox stuff to me, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Tawana, I just needed somebody to let me know, because I'm like, I don't know. Maybe this is a thing, you know. Maybe people been disliking folks for no reason for a long time, and it made sense to everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, beauty, shut your mouth and keep on talking. You know, I'm trying to figure it out. You know, because if you ain't do anything to me, then I don't have a problem with it. I'm saying. And shoot, even when people do stuff to me, I still give people another opportunity because I realize that everybody has like a little off day. You know, everybody has their moment. Now the thing is, I ain't gonna let you continue doing it to me now. Now I done gave you the right cheek, I done gave you the left cheek. Okay. You hit me again, now we got a problem. Now we got a problem. But it's been us for so long, you know. We brush everything off. When somebody does something to somebody else, or they do something to us, we sit here and we give people another chance. That's what we're told to do. But at the same time, whenever something is done, then what we usually get from people is, oh, well, don't pay them no attention. That's just John John. They always like that. Or don't pay her no attention. That's just Susie Q. You just have to overlook her. And I'm like, well, y'all can overlook Susie Q, but I ain't gonna be too many more Susie Q B's now. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let Susie Q keep slapping me on the face now. Me and Susie Q gonna have a problem. When's somebody gonna check Susie? Somebody need to let Susie know that this is not okay. Okay? Somebody need to let Susie know that her jaw is about to get fried and she keep on trying to get me to turn the other cheek. We gotta start holding each other accountable, y'all. And I'm not talking about the little petty stuff that gets stuff going on YouTube. I'm talking about just regular, schmegular, everyday stuff. We have to start holding each other accountable. And if a person doesn't want to be held accountable, then don't fool with them. Eventually, they'll come back. You know, if they ever respected you or respect anything about you, they'll come back. They may not want to hear what you're saying right now, but they'll come back. You know what I'm saying? But that's my thing. I know y'all probably tired of hearing me. Y'all done been on here for a minute. Follow the leader type individuals. No mind. Okay, Nicole, that goes back to that conversation that we had some months ago. It might have even been last year, but it was talking about a herd mentality, running with the herd. And I did a video on that, and it was called "Running with the Herd Will Lead." You know what? Running with the herd will lead to destruction. Running with the herd will lead to destruction. If you don't get to the point where you start making your own decisions, if you can't get to the point where you start making up your own mind and stop letting other people guide you and tell you what you need to do, then whatever path of destruction that they are headed on, then you are going that same path down that same road with gasoline draws on. Believe that. And yes, I said draws. You know what I'm saying? Right, peace. Right, right. Like I told you from the beginning, it's never been. Some people like what they like. Some people dislike things that they haven't been exposed to. Some people dislike things because other people told them not to like them. Some people dislike things because it makes them uncomfortable, and it's not that that thing is intentionally making them uncomfortable. But a lot of times we fear the unknown. So it's easy for somebody to get into your head, because things don't look or sound the way that they usually do. You know? But at the end of the day, it's just like when you have a kid and you know, a grown person will be like, well, here, have some such and such. And the kid will be like, well, I don't eat that. And you say, well, have you tried it before? No. Well, how you know you don't eat it? I just don't eat that. It's the same thing. I don't like them. Why? Have you ever talked to them? No. Well, how do you know? I just don't like them. I just don't like that. I don't eat that. It's no different. It's no different. So, right, 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 right. Now the funny thing about this video, and I had gotten away from doing a lot of the coaching stuff on here because the majority of the people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear this kind of stuff. It's not dramatic enough, you know. It doesn't have that storyline that a lot of people are looking for. The truth isn't popular. Truth ain't always welcome, you know. But for me, oh my goodness. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but what I can tell you is this, and this is what holds true to me. Um, these people don't know me. They don't know anything about me, and should they take the time to try to get to know me, then it would be a different conversation. But because you choose to go off what someone else may have told you, then I'm not going to convince you to like me. I'm not going to convince you or try to convince you to speak up for me. You do whatever you feel you need to do. That's you missing out. You understand what I'm saying? That is you missing out. And it's not like you're putting yourself on a pedestal, but you know what you are worth and you know what your value is, even if no one else does. So if they choose to miss out on something spectacular, and I hope you think that you are something spectacular. If they choose to miss out on something spectacular, that's their loss. That is their loss. And the thing that I was going to say, that whenever I do these types of videos, then there always seems to be some kind of follow-up because somebody felt like their toes were being stepped on. Somebody felt like I was talking to them directly. I'm not talking to anybody directly, but if the shoe fits, then you know what to do with the rest. Instead of getting mad, don't get mad, change. Don't get mad, modify. How about that? Modify. Do something different. Try something different. I mean, people out here trying all kind of crazy stuff anyway. Lord knows. You know. Try something that's going to be beneficial to you. I'm just saying. You know. So before I wrap things up, because I know a lot of people are like, you know what? Dr. Rogers tried to hit those men with that. Let me say this. When I talk about the lacking in the packing, that doesn't only apply to men. That applies to women as well. Okay? It's not just a man thing. Okay? Because some people don't like you because they feel that they're lacking what you pack. Catch that. And somebody told me that if you lacking what I'm packing, then I can understand your action. Now you do whatever you want to do with that. Okay? You know what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You have to figure that one out yourself. But don't, that ain't my problem. That's your problem. Go figure it out, you know. Go figure it out. Stop being mad with me. Hey TJ, how you doing? So this is just where we are. I feel like something needs to be done. I feel like it is up to us to start standing up. It's time in everything. It's time to stand up and be heard. And whatever it is time to stand up and be heard. And it's time to try to get some type of handle on all the foolishness and the it's like I can't even think of the word right now. It's the God, I can't even think of what I want to say with that. But it's just that internal. Sorry, y'all. I told y'all I'm heading back to the bay, so I'm coming to the woods. But it's just an internal conflict, and it's something that needs to be cut off at the head. We need to attack this thing and cut it off at the head. Because anytime that you have two things inside one body that they're conflicting, then that's never a healthy thing for you. It's never a healthy thing for you. You have to find out whatever that cancer is, and you have to try your best to cut that cancer out, if that makes sense. So that's just where I'm at right now. I'm sick of all the boufale. I'm sick of all the mess. I'm sick of the shenanigans. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. And rather than just get off these streets altogether, I'm just going to go ahead and say what I got to say. I ain't trying to get involved in no foolishness that nobody else has going on. Y'all keep that foolishness, bag it up, put a little bow on it, and hey, hand it off to the next person. I don't want it. Keep it. Whatever. Nah, get away from me. Take that. Take that. Don't want it. We just going to move forward. We are going to move forward. And for me, I would love to have everybody move forward with me, but if you can't get past all of the foolishness, it may take you a little more time to try to move forward. But if that is the case, please don't stop anybody else from trying to move forward to get past this mess, to get past all of this infighting, to get past all of the conspiracies, to get past all of the lies, just to get past. Okay, Nicole, I'm getting ready to get off here too. Just to get past all this stuff. Allow people to move forward. Don't judge them on that. If people feel like they need to do better with some things, if people feel like they can do better, if people feel like they're not about these shenanigans and wanting to deal with certain things, then let them have that. You don't try to go and crucify somebody because they don't, march to the beat of your drum. Don't. And I'm going to say this because I'm pretty sure that this person is on here, probably two of the people that are on here. And oh my gosh, I must say this because I talked to some of my other sisters about this. Listen, if you are a part of an organization, if you are a part of an organization, number one, don't let these YouTube and social media streets get your head so full up that you forgot what you stand for. If you are not a part of an organization and you haven't made any pledges or decided to, go in on something, like whatever that something is, listen, if you have not made that move, if you have not made a decision, if you have not made that sacrifice, don't be the one to sit there and try to tell somebody else what their organization does. You didn't make that commitment. And you sound crazy when you're talking about it, especially if you're not a part of it yourself. But as for the ones that are coming from other places, yeah, I said gasoline draws. As far as the ones that are coming from other places, and you claim to be one of my sisters, you claim to be one of my sorors, because I want to make this clear. I don't want to beat around the bush with this one. If you claim to be one of my sorors, let me be clear on something. What you will not do, what you will not do is allow this foolishness, at least that you know this organization does not stand for. Let me be clear on that. The second thing, if you are a part of this particular organization, then you know how you should address me if you want to know who I am, period, point blank. So when I talk about destruction, that destruction goes in different directions because people get caught up in this stuff. You understand? People get caught up in this stuff, and they let people get in their heads and start changing their thinking and just have them acting a plumb fool. When you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. And just as a person that chose to pledge a particular way, then if you know anything about any of the organizations, then you know that people have their reasons for going in different directions. Me or anybody else. So when it comes to speaking on matters that you don't know about, this will be the time to mind the business that pays you. Just saying. That's it. That's all. I appreciate everybody for coming out today and rolling with me. I still got some miles to go. Oh Lord. Yeah, I still got about 2 more hours. I still got about 2 more hours to go. But I have held you guys on here long enough. I hope that you got something out of our conversation today. I got an eyelash or something on top of my contact, and it will not let me be great right now. But I hope you got something out of it. Even for the people that don't care for me and don't know why, I hope you got something out of it too. I hope something struck a chord in your heart, or in your spirit. Just saying. Thank you, Aries. Shout out to the moderators. Shout out Latrice. Tell them to hit that like button, guys. If you have not hit that like button, please hit that like button. If you like the content, if you didn't like it, do like the other people do and go ahead and give it a thumbs down. I ain't gonna be mad. I'd rather get the truth from you than you sitting up there lying to me. So, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to learn more, if you don't, then be honest about that too, and don't hit that subscribe button because again, the truth is welcome. Shout out to all the dimes. Shout out to all the beautiful dimes on here. Shout out to the dimes. You guys to get something else tonight. I got a little something I'm going to give you guys tonight, so we'll have a little more conversation tonight. If you are not a dime and you are interested in becoming a dime, we're still trying to build up the membership on that. So if you want to come in while it's still new, before all of the incentives and stuff get put into place, now is the time. But remember that you can join at any time. So with all those things being said, I appreciate every single one of you for being in here. I really, really do. I thank you for, your feedback. All of it was valuable. I appreciate everything you give to me. I promise you guys, I read your comments. If you know me, you know I read your comments. And I try to respond to as many as I can. I try to get all of them, but some of them I can't. But I at least try to let you know or acknowledge that I saw your comments. So, you guys be blessed. Be appreciative of the things that you have been blessed with. Be appreciative of the things that you haven't been blessed with yet, but you know it's on the way. And with that being said, I will see you guys later. I really got to take this contact out because it's getting me right now. You heard me? And on the way out, let me give y'all this. Let me give y'all this on the way out. Because I can't leave y'all like this now. I can't leave y'all like this. Okay? So I'm going to do it one time for the vine. One time for the vine. This is my new theme song. Don't call me with no buffale today. Don't call me with no buffale today. If you call me, I won't answer, 'cause I don't need that type of cancer. Don't call me with no buffale today. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. All right, y'all. I'm going to get. Keep that one to yourself. We don't need it. We don't need it. You can have it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one and hit that button on your way out. Hit that button on your way out. Stand up and be counted. I don't think I spoke to you earlier. Have a good one. Ah, shoot. Dimitri, I don't think I spoke to you. Have a good one. Have a good one. Tawana, peace and peace, harmony. Beauty is me. Latrice. Y'all know I can't read this thing like this. Aries K. Um, G2G. Hey, hey, hey. All of y'all. Y'all have a good one again. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed.